Legacy automakers are facing a massive challenge as the global automotive landscape shifts rapidly. The rise of Chinese brands such as BYD has shaken the very foundations of the industry. Chinese companies are innovating at breakneck speed, capturing market share worldwide, and fundamentally reshaping consumer expectations. At the same time, traditional giants like Toyota are not standing idle. They have a plan, a multi-pronged strategy that leverages decades of customer trust, proven hybrid technology, and extensive dealership networks to stay ahead of the competition. The transformation in the industry can be traced back to several pivotal moments over the past decade. In 2023, China became the world's largest exporter of passenger vehicles, overtaking Japan, a title Japan held for decades. This shift is not just symbolic. It marks the ascendancy of Chinese automobile manufacturing proficiency and the rapid evolution of brands that were once dismissed as makers of low-quality knockoffs. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel with the bell notification turned on for more videos. BYD, for instance, recorded sales of over 3 million new energy vehicles, NEVs, in 2023 alone, and has been aggressively expanding its production footprint by establishing factories in Mexico and Hungary. These facilities are strategically positioned to tap into the lucrative US and European markets, further accelerating BYD's global penetration. This aggressive expansion is accompanied by staggering performance shifts in key markets. In China, BYD outpaced Volkswagen, a company that had dominated the local market for decades. Meanwhile, legacy brands such as General Motors witnessed a dramatic drop in their Chinese sales, falling from around 4 million vehicles per year to just over 2 million in a span of less than 6 years. These numbers are not merely statistics. They serve as a stark warning to automakers around the world that complacency is no longer an option. Toyota, one of the most storied names in the automotive world, has long been synonymous with quality, durability, and innovation. With 22 consecutive years as the best-selling car brand in Australia, Toyota's reputation is built on more than just a product. It is anchored by relationship-based customer loyalty and an extensive, reliable dealership network. Sean Hamley, Toyota Australia's sales chief, has recently emphasized that Toyota's enduring strength lies in this trust. Iconic models like the Land Cruiser and Hilux have achieved near-mythical status not because of aggressive marketing alone, but because they symbolize decades of reliability and performance in harsh conditions. Toyota's strategy to fend off the onslaught of Chinese competitors is multifaceted. At its core is a steadfast commitment to hybrid technology. While many automakers have focused exclusively on electric vehicles in anticipation of a future dominated by battery power, Toyota remains convinced that hybrids will hold a significant share of the global market for many years to come. Data from Toyota suggests that hybrids could account for at least 50% of their total sales in the near future, while pure electric vehicles might represent around 15%. At least in markets where infrastructure challenges, such as range anxiety and insufficient charging stations, still prevail. This best-of-both-worlds approach enables Toyota to offer consumers a middle ground, improved fuel efficiency without the operational constraints that come with full electrification. For markets like Australia, where long-distance travel is the norm and charging stations are not yet ubiquitous, this strategy is particularly resonant. Toyota's hybrids provide a solution that addresses current consumer needs while remaining adaptable to future technological shifts. This philosophy of practical innovation is not confined to product development alone. It extends to the customer experience. Toyota's extensive nationwide dealership network, which many new Chinese brands lack, serves as a crucial pillar of its strategy. Car ownership is not a one-time transaction. It's a long-term relationship. From routine maintenance to the availability of affordable spare parts, the after-sales service that Toyota's network guarantees is something that has been honed over decades. In Australia alone, where over 60 car brands are vying for roughly 1.2 million annual sales, the challenge of maintaining consistent, reliable service is enormous, a challenge that Toyota has met with remarkable success. Beyond the traditional strengths of product quality and customer service, Toyota is preparing for the inevitable industry-wide shift toward full electrification. Under the leadership of CEO Koji Sato, Toyota has announced plans to roll out 10 new EV models by 2026, with an ambitious target of 1.5 million annual EV sales. This pivot is being buttressed by heavy investments in advanced battery technologies, including solid-state batteries, which promise to drastically improve both range and safety over current lithium-ion systems. The company's R&D efforts in this area are vast, with billions of dollars funneled into next-generation powertrains that balance efficiency, cost, and reliability. a crucial triad in a market increasingly defined by technological disruption. Yet, the challenges are formidable. Chinese automakers are not resting on their laurels. BYD's evolution from producing lower-quality vehicles to manufacturing cars that can go head-to-head with brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Tesla within a decade is nothing short of remarkable. These companies are innovating rapidly. Their aggressive R&D strategies, bolstered by significant government support and a willingness to embrace direct-to-consumer sales channels, underpin their fast-paced growth. As noted by mobility expert Thule, legacy automakers are bringing analog toys to a digital party. While Tesla and Chinese firms capitalize on advances in software, data integration, and digital sales strategies, traditional companies often find themselves bogged down with bureaucratic inertia and outdated operational models. For Chinese brands, their rapid ascent is underpinned by both strategic investments and sheer scale. BYD, whose market capitalization has soared into the triple digits in billions, now benefits from a vertically integrated supply chain that significantly lowers production costs. The company's blade battery technology, renowned for its safety and longevity, further distinguishes its vehicles in a fiercely competitive market. Meanwhile, manufacturers like NIO, XPeng, and Geely have also begun to refine their offerings, converging on the quality and performance metrics that have historically been the preserve of long-established brands. These factors, combined with the cost advantages born of a mature supply chain and supportive government policies, position Chinese automakers as a potent threat on the global stage. Amid this turbulence, Toyota's approach to customer retention and trust remains a key differentiator. The notion that you can't buy trust resonates strongly with consumers, particularly when the decision involves a multi-thousand-dollar investment in a vehicle. Toyota capitalizes on its long-established reputation for durability and longevity, a reputation cultivated over decades that is hard to replicate overnight. Even if Chinese automakers manage to bridge the gap in terms of technology and price, winning over the hearts and minds of customers accustomed to the reliability of a Toyota is a Herculean challenge indeed. Moreover, Toyota's focus on quality sales is a strategic bet on long-term customer loyalty rather than short-term market share volatility. Instead of trying to capture every fleeting purchase, the company is intentionally targeting buyers who value sustained after-sales support and the assurance that comes with a well-established service network. In regions like Australia, where Toyota's dealer network is both deeply entrenched and widely appreciated, this approach creates a competitive moat that is difficult for new entrants to scale up rapidly. There remains, however, an underlying tension in the industry: the speed of innovation versus the weight of legacy. Chinese automakers, with their nimble, digitally driven business models, offer a stark contrast to the slower, more conservative approaches of traditional brands. The rapid pace of technological advancement among the Chinese is exemplified by their swift product development cycles, while legacy companies often struggle to move as quickly due to layered hierarchies and the pressure of delivering consistent quarterly results to investors. With the automotive sector undergoing transformation at a pace unseen in previous generations, Toyota and its peers must balance the security of their established practices with the disruptive potential of emerging competitors. In the final analysis, Toyota's strategy to double down on its core strengths of hybrid technology, customer loyalty, and extensive dealership networks is both a nod to its storied past and a blueprint for survival in an uncertain future. While the automotive industry is increasingly gravitating toward full electrification and digital sales models, the foundational elements of trust, service, and quality remain indispensable. The battle lines have been drawn. Chinese automakers are charging forward with low-cost, high-tech solutions that challenge the global order, while Toyota and other legacy brands are leveraging centuries of accumulated goodwill and operational excellence. Ultimately, whether Toyota's approach will be sufficient to fend off the relentless advance of Chinese automakers remains to be seen. The coming years will be a test of not only technological adaptation, but also the strength of customer relationships and brand trust. As the automotive sector hurtles toward an electrified, digitized, and globalized future, the success of legacy automakers will depend on their ability to meld the proven strengths of the past with the disruptive innovations of tomorrow. For now, Toyota stands as a formidable counterweight to the rising tide of Chinese competition, a beacon of reliability in an industry defined by rapid change and fierce competition.